Hello and welcome back to Ankford Play. So I think, let's see here. So if it's not mirror and legend, in Neighbourhood, Alov met with the priest of Abaddon to discuss the mystery of who has stolen the Smith's whole artifacts and for what purpose. During the investigation, a quirky priest of Vale lent the group his bizarre form of help. In answers to the thieves' riddles posed as different riddles. After tracking down each stolen artifact through a series of additional clues, Alf and the priest of Abaddon realized that the priest of Vale was the thief. Very pleased with himself, he had no objection to being captured and sent to the Earl of Rivia for punishment. When Alf left the priest of Abaddon, they were still trying to determine the point of the theft. Oh, Ethan's cradle. Schemes of magical energy and tackle enemies in an area of effect. Okay. How's the building going? 1 day, 12 hours. Okay. Well done on bringing Lumdala to justice. Oh, thanks. Okay.
Hello!
I was invited here by Lady Webb. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what it is she sees. Her room is upstairs, the one with the guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. Can we befriend them even more? Are there more Denver Row quests? I actually really like this one. We're not gonna steal from them, that would be mean. Let's see. Okay. Maybe we should go talk to Lady Webb. I don't know. Let's see, the next story mission is Undying Heritage. So we need to enter Heritage Hill. Len Key was interested in this tower for a reason. The acolyte showed me a vision of ancient tower in a derelict district of Defense Bay. There was a strange tower working on some kind of machine. I don't know where she is, but specialist told the key to whatever happened there. Of course I have the application. Okay, so we need to talk to Vila at the keep in First Fires. I'm guessing the keep is the main administration building and not the guards of whatever the fuck they're called. The Crucible. Aren't they called the Guards of the Crucible or the Knights of the Crucible? Knights of the Crucible? Where they're not actually real knighthood knights, they're just following the values or something like that. Let's see. Go to First Fires. We should check that library as well. We've been making a name for ourselves slowly but surely, so maybe we can like make people like us. We should also consider going back to getting Alaf now that we have Alaf back, and going to that Drake in our cellar, so we can work on Kana's main quest, Kana's companion quest. This does it die. Diplomat, okay. Oh. Oh, Kickstarters. Sorry, guys. I'm sure there's some really good writing among those, by the way. I'm sure there's some really good ones. But they don't really matter, so. I hope Vila isn't in the hearings because we're not allowed in there as far as I can tell. There's some hearings about animancy, I think. Something about animancy being outlawed, and honestly, I can see why people would be iffy about it. Every animancer we run into, save for maybe one or two, have been evil people. So I don't know. Only people official are allowed to observe the animancy hearings, yeah. So that's not us. Wonder if we're prestigious enough to... What are those? Noble and noble.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War. Okay. We don't want to use the might thing. Oops, we're not doing that. We may not enter the audience chamber while the council is in session without an invitation. Okay. How long have they been in session? Because it seems like it's been days. Do they just wake up every morning and go here to have the hearings? That's a long hearing. I didn't want to use the might thing because I don't know. I'm trying to establish more what kind of guy we have it, and I guess he could be kind of ruthless sometimes, but I don't know. That's all? Where's Vila? This is the keep, right? That's definitely the keep. Or maybe Valiant Embassy. Crucible Keep. It's called the Keep. Of course. Now I feel dumb. Okay, let's go to have a talk with these Crucible Knights. Hopefully we're still allowed inside. So Crucible Knights used to be like this organization. It's actually a separate organization, but they're basically being used as the city guard as far as I can tell. Like, they're not they're not the city guard, but they're being used as the city guard because I don't know, fucking. Justica Altmar. Where would we find... Okay, Vila. Dunstan? Novitiate? Justica. At least their armors are very similar to the city guard. This is the sleeping quarters. I wonder where she is. Maybe we should take a crucible mission. I wonder if we're in too bad with them to take a crucible mission at this point. I hope not.
Margarin's fire casts light. I can do that. That's settled.
Not worth it. The allies of the Dozens haven't fought for any more than relics in decades. Okay. This is a symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffing oils. Where is Vila? Where would she be? Here we go. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to the limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. I'm sorry, was there something else you needed? Is there something wrong at Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. Whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there. And yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There's already enough rumors about the place running around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out, I could look into it. After what I've just told you, you want to go into Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? You've got nothing to lose. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. If you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Oh well. Sweet! Stand up, lady. Thank you. Finally someone that doesn't want like an entire... Oh, Ada wants to talk.
Strange place for a shrine to Abaddon, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
Continue? Did they not... It's weird when suddenly they have sound bites and then they don't. Like, it's really like... I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmith and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the Golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Dervat's independence. Then they join and turns out all those knights that we talked about is when they were gonna get recognized as real knighthood. When are we getting our titles and our land? The High Justice wants to be an earl. Said it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it? Saying Abaddon told him to? And the nobles will respond that their gods told them that they're the only true nobles. Trouble with having all these gods if you got no support no matter how dumb your ideas are. Maybe you had the right idea blowing some of them up. Left some of them to hide behind. Maybe you're right about that.
Just say the word.
So they're another faction you can decide to join, I guess. I wonder if, like... Speaking of that pause screen, I wonder if there's a fan project to translate it into Danish. But more like, I wonder if...
Not a problem.
They did not have enough money to hire the voice actors. Or they decided that it would be too big of a file. Or they just ran out of time. It's just really like, it's really jarring when a character will end a sentence with a voice line and then suddenly next sentence you have to read it. Like, it's a bit jarring. I feel like when you have a conversation like that, it should be fully voiced. I mean, aside from the player character, of course. Yeah. another thing. I think every game developer would like their game to have the Inquisition system if they could, of course. Like every game creator would like it to have that you could choose as fully voiced character like an Inquisition, where there's I think 4 different choices, 2 female, 2 male, for every race, and have that be it. I think every dev would probably go for it if they could, but have the NPCs not be voiced either is always kind of a turn off for me, especially if you have this half thing where there's definitely voice actors for them, there's definitely established voices for the characters, and they will have half cutscenes where they will be voiced and then suddenly not be voiced and then suddenly be voiced again. It's jarring to me. It really is. But I guess that's a question of resources and time, and it's a Kickstarter game, so I guess at some point they were like, nah, we can't decide how much we should ask for. They had to decide how much they should ask for, what they should prioritize and shit, and yeah. Maybe they could have put it up as a goal. I don't know, but I don't know enough about this project to comment on that, honestly. I can only it being released as a pay for title. I can only comment on it as a pay for title. Yeah. Okay.
How do you do?
Violet sent me. I'm looking into the missing guards. So you're the one who she said the word about. I was expecting her to send in a whole squad of justiciars. Not that I'm volunteering, mind you. I have the gate opened immediately. Just watch your step. I'm afraid we can't send anyone after you if this goes badly. Okay. In we go.
Please.
Oh.
This gets my blood beating. I'll let Margaret's. You. This isn't working.
Got an arrow for this one.
You better run! You're mine. You're mine.
There we go. The music, I have to say, the combat music, reminds me of Warcraft 2, the Tides of Darkness.
Ready when you are.
A little bit. Like, there's the same kind of high independence on string instruments, like, and high tones. Like, that's the feeling I get when you play as the Orc campaign in Warcraft 2. Like, it sounds very much like it. Great soundtrack, by the way, Tides of Darkness. If you haven't played Warcraft 2, if you went directly to the third one, I urge you to at least take a look at it, because it's a very good game. It was the first RTS. That or Command & Conquer, the original Command & Conquer, were definitely the first RTS I played. They were right at the same time. It's been a couple of years since they were new, so I can't tell you directly. Okay, Vessel. So set this guy on fire, man.
You better
Revenants. Ugh. When I hear the word Revenant, I think of the Dragon Age Revenant, and then I'm like,
run! You better run!
Dead on.
'cause Revenants and Dragon Age, man, they're forced to be reckoned with. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, so it auto goes back to quick. That's actually awesome. Maybe we should.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
Good. I don't know what that means, but cool. crossbow. Or arbalist. I don't know the difference. I'm not very well enough in that to... ooh. Doggle, skeletal wizard, immune to charm, confused, disease, dominated, poison, sick, and conditions.
You're mine. You're mine.
Okay, so set fire to that guy. Give us some strength. Where are you? You're there, so use that on him.
Just say the word. You're mine.
Dead on.
Just say the word. You better run. Death to our enemies. Ready when you.
What? I have them.
Okay, time to call in.
You better run. You better run. Death to our enemies.
Good. Hey.
Following your lead.
Just say the word.
Oh, level up for her, Sagani. Good shit. Let's see. She has a lot of survival. So it might be time to give her some... Also, conversation scripted into lore is used to activate scrolls. High lore values allow the character to use high level scrolls. Yeah, she doesn't really use scrolls at all. Previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. Okay. Utility, field triage. Because we gotta have more people with field triage. That's just a fact.
Ready, Watcher.
Yeah?
Okay.
Let's see what lies this way.
Gonna quick save. And say thank you guys for watching this episode of Ankford Plays. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join next time for more shenanigans. We're getting into this Heritage Tale business, and there seems to be a lot of monsters about. I hope you join next time. Until then, bye!